Coming up on today's episode. Good day, YouTube. Here with you at the bench once more. What I want to show you is this doesn't happen very often, and it's not a perfect example. You can see there's stuff over here, there's stuff right there, there's stuff over here. But we're going to pan around kind of slow like and see. Again, more stuff that probably shouldn't be there. This stuff here, all the stuff in front of the multifunction panel is there, and it shouldn't be, but it is what it is. Anyway, we'll go around a little bit more here and show you again more stuff. Let's see if I can rearrange. There we go. Get this up a little bit higher and go all the way over there. Now that's the blue spot here is the B&K. Let's see, I haven't got it in there. There it is. B&K 970 right there. That's where it's going to be sitting. Now I've got 3 boxes in front of it. I managed to get all but these 4 boxes here off the bench and into other locations. Now if we look down below, we can also see the down below is pretty clear as well. Now it's not perfectly clear, but this side is fairly clear. It's not bad at all. So, you know, making progress, that's what it's all about, I think. And like I said, that's what it is. And here we can see, if we look up here, a rare photo of the old goat asleep in his shop. Sorry, Bill. I had to stop the video to make this video, and you just happened to be looking down at the time. I thought, well, that looks like you're asleep. So anyway, I was in the process of doing that, and I just finished with the bench, and I thought, well, I'm gonna at least get a representation of what it looks like fairly clean, and that will give me plenty of room here to work on my boom boxes now, and we'll bring it back down a little bit. I think what I'm going to do is probably try to concentrate on this area here to put my boom boxes in. Obviously, they'll fit, you know, the lengthwise easy. And if I decide to, I can take the speakers off and put them on each side or whatever. Now, the Sonys all have their own dedicated little connectors that they don't use the wire type connectors with the spring clips and things like that the others do. But again, you know, they are what they are. You kind of have to use the ones that come with it to use them, you know, on the bench. So I guess I just leave a pair of the Sony speakers in here. Doesn't matter which one. They're all about the same. So, and at least till I get them all done, then I can put them all together. So over here, I don't know if you noticed or not, but charging my little USB battery bank, whatever they call those things. I'm not sure what they call them, but like I say, it really wasn't discharged. Only one. That's Bob there on the phone. I'll have to see what he wants, but only the last segment has been flashing, so it's not really totally discharged. It was up pretty good. I happened to find that on the floor when I was cleaning, so I thought, well, you know, I'm going to go ahead and charge it back up and get it ready to go if I need it. I don't think I've really used it too much, but, you know, it's there if I need it, which is, you know, it's good to have. Now, let's see what Bob's got to say. Good old Bob. Bob had a little spill this morning. He hurt his shoulder, and he was showing me a picture of a wooden shoulder. He was going to send that to me to see if I could repair it and send it back to him so he could use it. So, anywho, like I said, that's a quick look at it, and you know, I came here with the intention of doing some scope screen captures on the one Sony, the CFD510, on that power supply problem I'm having with the noise on it, and somebody had requested some scope images, and I thought, well, that's a good idea. So I'm probably going to do that tomorrow and probably try to get that up. I don't know. I think the next one that's coming up on the rotation is the one where I fixed the CD on that. And yes, I did get it fixed. Well, you'll see that before you see this. So no big, not letting the cat out of the bag, I guess. But anywho, that's that. Like I said, I still have a ton of work to do in here. There's just a god-awful amount of stuff that needs to be put somewhere. But again, this is progress, and this is what I'm all about right now. And I thought, you know, I cleared out the space below the bench on that side, mainly because I really don't use that side because there's so much stuff I have nowhere to put my feet. And with this, I can now use that side with no problems as long as I keep it clean. And that will be good. Also, I was looking through all the stuff. I came across the power supply that I started building, I don't know how long ago. And I need to get that finished because that's taking up space in a box where it could be just, you know, sit up on the bench and be used. And that would be a much better situation, I believe. So that's the plan there. So I don't know. Oh, I also made my, show you this real quick. I made the sign into my wallpaper on my workshop computer, and we can take a look at that. And we'll go up here like this, and you can see it there. That it's the old Windows background with the sign out front. I thought about putting a little wooden stake out in the yard there and making it. I may still do that just for the fun of it. But I thought it looked pretty good, and like I said, so that's my wallpaper on my shop computer now. So I thought that was pretty good. So let's see if I can get this up here like that. There we go. Much better. Anyway, nothing else much going on. I have got to find a better way to do the BDST mailing schedule because I keep forgetting when I've got one. I think I told you all I had Friday. I had a doctor's appointment, and as such, I totally forgot about mailing the BDS order that we had out, and it was supposed to went out Friday, and it didn't. So I guess with that and the boombox craziness going on and stuff like that, I just kind of forgot it. So, but anyway, it will go out tomorrow, and in fact, I'm going to print up the label, and I can put tomorrow's date on it. That way, everything will be hunky-dory there, and all I'll have to do is drop it off in the mailbox. So that'll be good. Like I said, that's about it. Nothing else going on. Like I said, Bob's been, spend most of the day. He does have the Sony CFD 440 now, and he got that, I believe, yesterday. And yesterday or Friday, I don't remember which it was, but I think it was Saturday, pretty sure. But anyway, he has been working on that a little bit, and I think he's got it apart. I'm not sure exactly what he's doing to it, but I think he's trying to explore on his possibilities where he wants to put his little module at. Again, I don't know if I covered this, but he's going to put an inside module, and it's not even going to be exposed, and it's just going to be for Bluetooth. It's not even going to have a SD, USB or anything like that. So that's the way he wants to do it. That's the way he's doing it. So I totally support that. So that's what he wants. So like I said, it is. Maybe he might make a video on it. You never can tell. Bob throws me a curve sometimes and does things that I don't expect him to do. But it would be good if he did. I'd like it. I know everybody else would. Bob, I don't know why Bob stopped making videos. Maybe he lost interest. I don't know. But he was doing very good. I mean, I don't understand it, but it's him. You can't make people do something they don't want to do, and that's just the way it works. So, Anything else going on? I think that's about it. I've been in here in the shop most of the day. Today is a Sunday, and I I had one of them late nights last night. I went to my daughter and son-in-law's for playing cards, and they had taco stuff to make tacos, and I took out wings from Domino's, chicken. I just get the they have all kinds there, but I just get the plain breast meat. I don't get the bone in or anything like that. I don't really care for the bone in wings. The little breast meat ones, that's kind I like. They were nice. They were good. They everybody enjoyed those. So like I said, we ended up playing several games, and like I say, it was after 1 by the time I got home, and that's a little bit late for me. But again, I slept pretty good last night. I dozed off as soon as I went to bed, and pretty much didn't wake up until, well, I don't know what time it was, but whatever time it was daylight. But I turned over and went back to sleep, and ended up finally getting up around, I think 9:30 or something like that, which, that was plenty for me anyway. So anyway, that's that. Bob had already gotten up and went back to bed. Like I say, he'd had his little fall, and he'd taken some ibuprofen, I believe, and went back to bed. So he has some bad times with his foot or his leg or whatever it is, and so once in a while he gets in a bad way and has some mending to do, I guess. So we'll wish him well. Hope he gets better, and gotta have your partner doing good. You can't have him bummed up, and he's got to be able to work. That's so funny because neither one of us work. It's pretty much the same thing you see on the sign there. It's basically we do what we want when we want, and that's an accurate statement for BD Electronic Kits. So anywho, it is what it is. And I didn't mean to take a big flap here, but I guess I'm flapping now, so might as well continue, I guess. Nothing else really going on. Haven't done any more work on the Buick. The weather here, I don't know if you guys follow that weather, but there were some tornadoes touched down north of here. Whiteland was the area, and there were some pretty severe damage there. And I had a couple of people contact me and ask me if I was okay, and we didn't. I slept through it because I knew there was going to be high winds, but I wasn't aware of the tornadoes. And like I said, I just slept right through it. And so I got up the next day, and really wasn't no difference. Here, you could tell the wind had been blowing. Obviously, garbage cans had been blown around. There was one sit out in front of my house here for probably several hours until the neighbor across the street finally came and got it. But that's just the way it goes. His wouldn't have moved, but he leaves his out by the curb, and instead of hauling it up by the house like the rest of us do, and then when winds come along, it's right out there in the open. It just blows away. So young kids. So you would think they'd learn, but apparently not. So anyway, it's not a big deal. It didn't hurt me. It didn't hurt him, I guess. So that's just the way that works. So nothing else going on at all that I can think of. I do want to get that, as I said, I want to get that CFD 510 back up on the bench and try that new place to hook up the ground. Now Bob did do I'm gonna throw up a little picture of that. Bob did a trace out of that ground, and they do connect, but it's like he said, you can't tell by the schematic where they actually connect. It could be way far away, or it could even be closer, but still what I think is happening is it's picking up some stray noise from the distance it travels, whether it be those switching transistors or what, but I think that's what it's doing. So we'll find out again real quick by looking at the scope, and you can just hear the difference, I think. I hope you can, because if you can't, then I'm going to have to use the other method. And I don't think I showed you this, but I got this in the mail yesterday. This is the little booster that I'm going to be using. If that one doesn't work, that source that's got the noise, if it doesn't work, then I'm going to try that booster on the 5-volt line, see if we can raise that up to 9 volts and see if that works. And if it works, then we'll still get our CD only power, and that's what I'm after. I want the power to be off for everything except for CD, and that way it doesn't interfere with anything. Now the audio is only coming through the CD anyway, so it naturally wouldn't overlap on the radio or the cassette, either one, because it doesn't come in that way, so they're switched out. But again, I just thought, if it was on all the time, it would bug me, for one thing, having it on all the time. I just don't like things that, I want them on when I want to use them, but they go off after I stop using them. So, anywho, that's that. So, like I said, one way or the other, we'll get that situation resolved, I do believe. And I think what I'm going to do, if it goes well and I get done quickly with that, I think I'm going to go ahead and drill some holes in front of that, where that module is going to mount, and see if I can get a good idea of how to drill that out, and where to put the holes and things like that there. And if I can, then I'll work on that a little bit. Now I did get I did pull the cassette drive mechanism out of that unit, so I want to try to find that. And oh yeah, I'll flash this up too. There's a place, well actually eBay has got the bumper for that idler wheel. That goes bad on those, and so it's a little spendy, as you can see by the price there, but they are available. And my thought is, if you got an O-ring that same size, why wouldn't that work? And I think that's the way to go, because obviously O-rings are usually a pretty penny cheaper than what that would be. So that's my thought on that. And again, we'll see, I guess, when the time comes. I'm trying to get some. I want to see the other one, see where I can find. I never found the tire from the other Sony, and I want to see if I can find that, and maybe even see if it's still present on the wheel and just loose or something like that. So that's the plan there. So anywho, is what it is, as they say, or as I say, I guess I should say. So again, weather's been very, very good here last few days. Other than the winds, been sunny, been warm. I think I don't know what the temperature is out there today, but it has been fairly warm. So I hope that spring has finally sprung and it will stay fairly warm. I don't mind it dipping down in the 40s at night, things like that. But I like 50s and 60s of the daytime. If it can get there, it's nice to have that kind of weather. So I believe I did see 70 degrees in one of the days on the forecast that I looked at. I use WeatherBug. That's what I generally depend on, because they have a local reporting station here in town. The high school is their reporting station. That gives you, I think, a better idea of what the temperature is locally, because it can vary. You know how that works. So anywho, that's that. I did that down when I was in Vivi. The sheriff's office, which was right next door to my house, was the weather reporting station. So I always knew exactly what the temperature was right outside my door. So that was pretty good. So anywho, that's that. Like I said, I think that's about it. I'm just looking up here on the top of the boombox I've got sitting there, as you guys can't see. There's another box up on top of that, and another smaller box. I've got boxes galore coming in. I've been clearing them out, trying to, as I come across them, see what's in them, and then if I can, put them in another box that doesn't have much in it, or something like that that's related to it, or whatever, and going from there. But it is difficult sometimes to do that. But again, it is what it is. So I see I have been talking now for almost 19 minutes. So I think I'm going to get done with this and get off here. And I just wanted to really show you what I've been up to today. And I did do some work, and that's a big change from my usual Sundays. Usually I don't do anything. But again, I had plenty of sleep last night. I really wasn't too tired, so I thought I'd go ahead and sit in. It's no different really to sit in here. I was watching videos in here, just like you seen Bill up there. I had been watching some other ones before that, so while I was working, that makes it nice. You're in here, you can work and do things or listen to music. Either one. I have all my music on here as well, so it's pretty nice to do it that way. So All right, that's gonna do me. You guys, I hope have a great day, and I want to thank you all for watching, and we will see ya.